Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Yesterday, I think, I spoke about Traian Basescu, the former Romanian president of the Romanians of Romania, saying that the new NATO Secretary General, the Dutch Rutte, is an enemy of Romania. And he doesn't like Romania, according to the former president who served 2 times as the Romanian president. I just stumbled over a video here, an article that made me make the decision of having this video, which I will feature a video where Traian Basescu, the Romanian president, will say in an interview that Rutte este un dușman al României, it's an enemy of Romania. And discussing this article, then playing the video of Traian Basescu, I will show you how Romania is maneuvered and controlled by external foreign interests through Romanian or less Romanians politicians. I will use Mircea Joana, and I will use the current President of Romania, Klaus Iohannis. And then I will show you Traian Basescu, who these guys are. Certain details that if you look at them, you can make them from small details to very important, decisive arguments in making the claim Romania is under foreign occupation, militarily, politically, economically, and culturally. So let's start with the article. I should have spoken Romanian in this video because this is not only Romania's fate. I think that Rutte may work his butt to have Romania get into hot conflict with Russia. Not only Romania, but there are many other countries where these guys in charge of most of European countries want them to get involved in, which is hot war with Russia. So let's start with the first article coming from the New Voice of Ukraine, and it's from 2 hours ago. Rutte may help coordinate key NATO decisions for Ukraine. This for me sounds like this. I know it's crazy, but this is the way it sounds. Rutte will have Romania being hit by the Russians because Romanians will be activated to, I don't know, react to Russian provocation. This is the Dutch from Netherlands, the new Secretary General of NATO. We're focused on 3 countries that need to approve this: United States, France, and United Kingdom. The US has Attack MS, the UK has France, and France have Storm Shadow, and the French also have Scalp AG. The rest, in principle, are supportive as well. We know who those are, right? He still leads a more bureaucratic structure where he has to consider the interests of all NATO member countries. Let's not forget that Hungary is still part of NATO. All right. So this is the article that made me have this video. All right, let's go to the video that I promised to show. And this is an interview coming from Euronews Romania. It's in Romanian, and I will translate the journalist, whatever he is, how do you call these guys? Anchor. And Traian Basescu is on the phone, the former president. And it's about Klaus Iohannis, the president of Romania. He said that I want to be the Secretary General of NATO. And Traian Basescu ridicules him, saying that's not how things work. United States appoints the guy. The United States wants Rutte. The problem is you can't have a Secretary General if a country doesn't want them to be, or he to be. In this case, let's listen to Traian Basescu. So here, as I said, is Traian Basescu. The title is Traian Basescu ironizează candidatura lui Iohannis la șefia NATO. Pare o soluție dâmbovițiană. He says Traian Basescu how you call it, uses irony in discussing Iohannis, which is the president of Romania. Iohannis' desire to be the NATO Secretary General. It says it seems and it's a Bucharest kind of solution. I will get into that if I have time to tell you. So let's go.
Acum, la Euronews România, mulțumesc pentru asta. Bună ziua, domnule președinte.
Bună ziua.
Klaus Iohannis candidează. Are șanse?
He said Klaus Iohannis wants to be a candidate, throw his hat in the... does he have any chances?
Acum, mie nu mi-e clar dacă s-a scos la concurs postul de secretar general NATO.
Basescu makes a joke and says, I'm still not clear if the position of Secretary General was just advertised for everybody to apply, because that's not the way it is. And this guy is smirking right away because he knows this guy is smart. You might not like him, but he's smart as hell. And he's with big balls, I gotta tell you that.
Că înțeleg că e vorba de candidaturi aici la concurs.
This right here is Iohannis, the president of Romania. This is Rutte. They met somewhere.
Cu candidatura lui Rutte. Sigur, România nu dorește pe Rutte. Asta.
She said, Romania, of course, don't want Rutte. That's clear.
Foarte clar. Toți cei care îl știm pe Mark Rutte îl considerăm un dușman. Repet, un dușman al României.
Traian Băsescu said, all of us who know Mark Rutte consider Mark Rutte a dușman of Romania. That's an enemy of Romania. So Mark Rutte will not give a shit if Romanians will be in the name of NATO. So I think Rutte will make everything that he can and he wants to use the Romanians, not the Poles or the baboons in the Baltic states. No, the baboons in Romania. Why? He has nothing to lose. On the contrary, he's an enemy according to Basescu.
Ceea ce nu-l califică pentru funcția de secretar general NATO.
So said because of this, because according to Traian Băsescu, who says the ones that know him consider him an enemy of Romania, that disqualifies Rutte from being the Secretary General. But Rutte is the Secretary General. That means Romania could not oppose him. Why? Because Al Capone gave an order to this guy here in charge of Romania who wanted to be the president of the Secretary General of NATO.
În ceea ce privește candidatura domnului Iohannis, e neobișnuit modul cum își anunță candidatura. De regulă, secretarul general NATO se stabilește prin niște negocieri în interiorul NATO, la nivelul șefilor de stat și de guvern și în mod deosebit ținând cont de marii contributori la securitatea statelor NATO, și aici mă refer la Statele Unite, la Marea Britanie, la Franța.
All right. So he said that it's very strange how the president of Romania, Klaus Iohannis, announced his attempt to get the job when he said actually that's a process by which they are appointed, and usually he said it's discussed among the presidents of the countries members of NATO, with the heavyweights having the last word, which are the United States of America, Great Britain and France, the biggest contributors financially and militarily to the alliance. So he said Rutte is an enemy. He can't be. Would disqualify him, but did not disqualify. Why? Because Klaus Iohannis is their boy. I think Mr. Basescu was not a neutral guy. You can't be over there and be neutral. You have to belong to someone, especially in the small countries. So now let's go over and see who this guy is, Traian Basescu. Then we're going to go to who Klaus Iohannis is, the one who had no problem saying yes. Yes, Rutte is okay. Traian Basescu said no, Rutte is not okay. Traian Basescu is a former, Klaus Iohannis is a current. And I'm going to show you how Klaus Iohannis got to be the president of Romania. Okay? And then I will show you someone who is waiting in the wings It's another Romanian. His name is Mircea Joană. I will tell you his past a little bit so you understand where he comes from. Who has an like a how do you call it, a comet just came and light in the sky. All of a sudden he was doors opened, push forward. He might be the next president of Romania, Romanian president of Romania. I think he will be. He missed the chance against this guy right here, who is Traian Basescu. This is the Romanian president that was speaking over there. And this is Traian Basescu, born on November 4th, 1951, Romanian conservative politician who served the 5th president of Romania from 2004-2014. So he served 2 terms, and then from 2014 we got this guy, Klaus Iohannis, right there, 2 terms. This is an ethnic German from Sibiu, Hermannstadt, from Romania, and I will tell you his ascendance. He is a physics teacher, high school teacher. All right, Klaus Iohannis. Klaus Werner Iohannis. All right, here it is, also spelled Iohannis, born 13th of June, 59, sometimes referred to KWI, pop. He was a physics teacher at the Samuel von Bruckenthal National College in his native Sibiu. All right, so he was from 2002 and 2013. He was the leader of the Democratic Forum of Germans in Romania. Now, there was a very small political party organized on ethnic criteria, representing the interest of German minority in Romania. So Sibiu was founded by the German immigrants, invited by the Hungarians to come over and defend the southern border of Transylvania against whomever will do. And they built big cities, Brașov, Sibiu, Sighișoara, and many others. So Sibiu was formed by this guy, Vila Herman, and then it was changed into Hermannstadt and so on. I think it was in 1200, 300. I'm from Sibiu, I can remember. Anyway, so after the revolution, many Germans left Sibiu. So it's a tiny minority. And he, Klaus Iohannis right here, he was elected as the mayor of Sibiu, even though he had very little minority support. I mean, he had the minority support of the Germans. He was the first elected the mayor of Romanian town of Sibiu in 2000 on behalf of the Democratic Forum of Germans in Romania. Although the German, more specifically Transylvanian Saxon population of the once predominantly German Transylvanian Saxon-speaking town of Sibiu had declined to a tiny minority by the early 2000s, he won a surprise victory. Surprise, that's a word. And was re-elected by a landslide in 2004, 2008, 2012. All right, so 2012. He made Sibiu the European capital of culture in 2000, because of funding from abroad. Some of the people say that he is actually pushed by the German Foreign Ministry and their intelligence services. I don't know, I have no evidence to support that. But you can look at how certain doors were open for Mr. Iohannis. Now, he was on this minority, very small. It was only in Sibiu, not in Romania. In Sibiu, that little Forumul German forum of Germans in Romania. Very small, not in Bucharest, not in, Brăila, not in Iași, small one. No, from that one, he switched hats in the same year when he was a candidate for presidency and he won. So from a tiny minority, he did a good job in Sibiu, very good job with infrastructure, with the town, clean, organized. He did good things. You can't deny that, as far as I remember and as far as I know. Actually, I don't remember because at that time, Emil Kosman was there? Yeah, I was there, wasn't I? Well, debatable. All right, my friends. No, I wasn't there. What am I talking about? Man, that tells you I'm old. Anyway, so from there, we find out here. Let me show you. Right. He was offered. All right, let me see where he switched hats. All right, so it was in the 12th century, the German migration into Transylvania. Here, he became on 2013, he joined the Liberal Party, the National Liberal Party. All right, he was just a member. Then we find out that in summer of 2014, he was the candidate of the Liberal Party to the presidency. So there you have it. In what, 5 years, he was just right there, thrown onto the presidency. Iohannis took office in 2014 when Traian Basescu's term ended. So that's how he became quickly. And what do we have here? Why do we have here, right here? Why do we have this picture right there? And we don't have, I don't know, with the Serbs, with the French. I don't know, my friends, but here you have it. It's very important to have that one. And actually this one right here with Tillerson, the guy in charge. And we have to Merkel, and we have to, what's his name, Donald Tusk. We got to this baboon, and we got to what? Azerbaijan, and we got to Biden right there. So, yeah, but somehow we have to have this picture here. I wonder, we don't have with the, we have with Merkel, yeah, his boss. But we have it with this right here. Very interesting. So, I think he had a very successful political activity, and he became the guy who wanted to challenge Rutte, but he didn't. And Rutte became Prime Minister, Secretary General. I think Rutte will get Romania actively engage the Russians. I'm 99% certain. So let's see who is in the wings. The next president of Romania could be this guy, Mircea Joană. Right here. Who is Mircea Joană? Deputy Secretary General of NATO. Right there. He quit, right? Or he is still there. He quit because he resigned in the 3rd of September to run for president of Romania in the election later that year. All right, which is this year. So this guy, who is this guy? This guy, again, had such a meteoric ascendance in politics. Why? I think not because they're necessarily smart. I think they are just promoted. So what did he do? Well, important people go over. I mean, they don't use this because that doesn't look very nice on Mircea Joană. I will explain. Mircea Joană was born in Bucharest, 14th of July. He's 58. His father, Ioan Joană, was a general in the Romanian army from 1965 to 1992, during Ceausescu's and after a little bit, and was the head of Civil Defense Command. Very important. I think he was on someone else's payroll, maybe, who knows. And then what happened with this guy? He was appointed as the first, not appointed as the first, but he was appointed the ambassador to the United States of America. Who's that? Who's that girl? Mircea Joană meets with U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Sherman. She's Jewish. Another picture that should help you understand why we have certain pictures on the Wikipedia pages as the important stuff. So he was ambassador. In February 1996, he was appointed to transfer to Washington, D.C., becoming the youngest ambassador in Romanian diplomatic corps at 37. How much did you know at 37? Well, I'm pretty sure he's smart. He got a PhD, right? So I think that things were pushed very much and he was sped up. He was in Washington, D.C. He's someone else's guy, I think. And then he became foreign minister, and then he ran against Basescu right here. And he lost. You should watch this guy's debate between Basescu and Mircea Joană. It's online on YouTube. It's funny as hell because he gets destroyed. And then he became president of the Social Democratic Party, Senate, and then he was expelled, and then presidential campaign. He tried against Basescu. He lost. Obviously, he thought he won, but he lost. It was like in 2000 in the United States of America between George W. Bush and Al Gore. Anyway, and then in 2024, and he was just taken and sent towards how do you call it? To the embassy, not to the embassy, to the NATO. Just, you lost the election, it's okay, boy. You are going to be appointed by the Americans, obviously, as Deputy Secretary General of NATO. As Basescu said in his video, remember this video? As Basescu said, you don't get appointed over there, you don't get a job over there without the Americans telling you that you're not. So he's going from NATO, he's going to Romania with Imperium sent by the Americans to win the elections, and I think he's gonna win the elections. If he's not winning the elections, he's out. He's already too old, I think. So he might do that. So who's in charge of that country? If the country, according to Basescu, unless he's lying, would not have wanted Rutte would not have become the Secretary General. If it's true. Now, he is, that means Romania sucked something, because the Romanian president, Klaus Iohannis, I showed you, from a little tiny thing, he was just Romanian president. And Klaus, and then you have Joanna ready to take the staff and continue the work. So after Iohannis is going to be Joanna, possibly, probably, and Basescu is a parliamentary member of the European Parliament in Strasbourg. That's where Traian Basescu is, and I would like to invite him and talk to him on this channel one day. I'm working on that one. Very smart, very ballsy. So this is the situation. Romania will be activated. That's my assessment. So get ready. Get ready. Russia will have no patience with Poland, the Baltic states, and Romania, if Romania does something. We'll see. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.